Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. I thought for this week's Color and Chat, we would color an Easter picture. So I'm going to color out of Sally Berry's new book, Adorable Easter. And I thought we'd color this one. I'm going to color with my Ohuhu brush markers. Haven't colored with them for a bit. And then we're also going to use some of the Divical Dual Metallic pens, gel pens. I brought two of each color just in case one doesn't work. You know those are my favorite gel pens. I have the old version, all of them that they sent me, because they were having issues with these. So I only have 10 colors. The new ones come with 12 colors, but the new ones don't have refills, where these old ones did. But I do love them. So we're going to be using a lot of the gel pen work throughout the egg because it'll make coloring the background with the alcohol markers so much easier. Gel pen kind of repels alcohol ink, and that's why I love using the silver gel pens to outline in the Color Questopia books. That's why I always get the white background, again, because it makes the coloring of those pictures so much easier by having the gel pen on there first. So, of course, I'm going to want to use some pastels. And I did put cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to look at my color chart. We'll color the Easter first. So let's use some pastel colors in that. Let's start out with a pastel pink. And I think I'll use RV 260. If I can find it. The numbers on these Ohuhus are a little small. Oh, I was looking in the wrong area. No wonder. All right. So we are going to color the E first. Let me zoom you guys in. All right. So how is everybody's weekend? It is Sunday already. Oh, the weekends go by so fast, right? And I'm sure for those of you who work during the week, they really fly. I always said when I was working that I don't know how it works, but it seems like time goes in double speed on the weekends. Don't know how it's possible, but it does. Then we are going to use a pastel purple. Now, do I want to go more lavender or lilac? Let's go with mauve, V030. So we'll do this one and purple. You knew I had to get a purple in here, right? As usual, these are so easy to color with alcohol markers because of the really nice, thick black lines. I recently did a flip through of this book. There's so many cute pictures in here. It was hard to decide which one to do, but I thought I would do one where I use a couple of different coloring mediums for a change. I very rarely do that. Okay, pastel blue. Let's use pale blue, B110, 120, right? Yes. I'm sure there's a lot of kids getting ready for the Easter egg hunts, right? I'm sure they'll be having the Easter egg hunt this year at the White House. I know it was put off. Was it put off last year too? I know the first year of the you-know-what, they couldn't have it, which was a shame. Okay, I'm going to leave these markers out so I can use them again. Let's do a pale yellow. I think we'll use Lemon Chiffon Y030. Okay, we'll do yellow, then I think we'll do green, and then peach. That's about all the pastel colors there are, right? Other than pale brown, but that's not really a pastel color. Nothing too exciting going on in this house. Nothing new to report. Very boring around here, which is how I like it. Pastel green. Ooh, green shadow. G420. Ooh, that's way up at the top. There we go. Guess we gotta move that. Did have the grandkids a couple days this past week. They were on, or Maddie, I should say, was on spring break. So Heather asked me if I wanted the kids for, a couple days, and I said, sure. We hadn't seen Maddie in, oh my gosh, seen her at Christmas time. But as far as having her over, yeah, hadn't had her over since I don't know when. Okay, a pretty peach. Let's go with eggshell white. E090. So yeah, it was fun having them over. Maddie did a funny. As soon as she came on Monday, she, of course, grabbed the iPad. I have a few iPads that the kids always play on, so they don't use my good one. And she's not on it all day. She likes to go on it in the morning, and then she'll color for a few hours and play with Levi or her Barbies. But in the morning right away, she likes to grab it. And let's see, should I do that peach too? Yeah. And Heather and I were talking in the kitchen for a while. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? That will look pretty. We were jabbering in the kitchen for a while. I'm going to get out a green while we talk. And then she went in the living room to, say goodbye to the kids. GY2. And Maddie, was on the iPad. And she's like, Mom, Mom, you're in my way. And she looks at her and she goes, how rude. Like, Mom was being rude because she was in her way and she wanted to give her daughter a hug and a kiss goodbye. Maddie didn't care. Mom was just being rude because she was in her way. Where Maddie's priorities are. Oh, that little stinker. And then Heather was telling me something funny that Levi did at home. I was told you guys like stories about my grandkids. And lately I haven't had any about them because I don't see them. But I guess a funny thing that Levi did at home, one night for supper, they were, sitting down at the table. Levi was in his high chair. And Heather looked over at him and said, Levi, you hardly touched your food. Levi looked up at her, looked down at his food, and he went and barely touched the food. It's like, oh man. Now, whether he did it on purpose or whether he didn't know what she meant by touch, but it was still funny. I could just see him doing that. Yep. Oh man, hilarious. That's as bad as the time last summer when I had them every day. And I think on the bottom I'm going to use a different green for the leaves. Let's go for a little bit darker color. G2. And we used to have a big bottom part of a, what is it, one of those huge is it 5 gallon? No. Great big blue barrels, bigger than a 5 gallon, because that's one of the white pails. Anyhow, Bob cut it in half, then cut a door in it, and kept the lid, and we used that as a big litter box, because that's when I still had 4 kitties. So we needed a large litter box for them to go in. And they did all use it. It worked out fine. Sometimes they had to take turns, but, you know, it worked out great. Well, you know, now that we're down to 1 kitty, or even when we got down to 2, I said, Bob, we really don't need that huge thing in the corner, you know. And so I had bought a smaller corner, actually fits in the corner, litter box. So we had this big blue thing, you know, outside, and he pressure washed it out and everything, so it was, you know, clean. Well, when I would get the pool out, Levi's favorite thing to do was take cups of water, go and dump them in that blue, well, not a pail, but because we had tipped it, and it was upside down, but I had tipped it upright, and so yeah, he loved taking cups of water and going and dumping them in there. Well, that one day, he had gotten enough water in there, he decided to climb in there. He went and got some of his toys from the big pool that Maddie was in, and took some of the little toys that I had out there for him, put them in this little pool, a Levi pool, and sat in there and played. And Maddie, this is what was so funny, because she didn't even realize she made a joke. I think that's what made it even funnier. She goes, "Aw, he has his own little kiddie pool." And it was a kitty litter, you know. So it was so funny. I laughed so hard, and she looked at me like, what? Then she just kind of laughed too, like, oh, I know the joke, even though I don't. Out of the mouths of babes, they say, right? But yeah, that was hilarious. His own little kiddie pool. So then she would help put water in for him and bring toys along, and or over into the kiddie pool. And yeah, he had his own little pool, and Maddie had hers. Oh, summer. Yes, I can't wait. So I figure if we're going to have a really nice day, you know, and Maddie will be out of school, of course, then I'll ask to have them over, and I'll fill up the pool the night before, and they can go swimming in the pool. It's not a huge pool, but big enough, you know. And it has a little bitty slide in it. And I mean, it's nice for a hard plastic pool. It's just those hard plastic ones are hard to store. You know, the ones, I used to get the ones that you would blow up, but they invariably will get holes in them, right? So they'd only last so long. And yeah, then they would get a hole in them, and there they went. They ended up in the garbage, which I didn't like doing. Leaves on the bottom. I'm going to make dark green. So let's do deep olive green. Yeah, GY43. Just so we have some different colored leaves in here. So yeah, went with the hard plastic, but oh, it's a rather big pool, so Bob has it up in the top, kind of near the top in the garage, propped up on top of some other stuff, so it's kind of out of the way. Is it only those two? Well, we'll make these dark too then. Then maybe we'll go on to some gel pen work in the Easter egg. Now, because I'm kind of limited on colors, we'll have to see what we do, but I'm not going to get out one of my big sets for this. If I was coloring it on my own, maybe, but maybe for this one we'll use two colored greens. So yeah, I guess that was the most excitement for me for this past week, was having the kiddos for a couple days. I think everybody's spring break is probably done by now. I think Maddie's spring break was kind of a little bit later than a lot of the other spring breaks around here. They were all a week or even 2 weeks earlier. Okay, so I only have these two left. So let's use these two greens. So I think I'll put the darker green inside. Nothing too fancy, but it's a coloring chit. We don't have to do anything too fancy, right? Maybe we'll use these two colors on here too. They're variegated leaves. We'll call them that anyhow. So yeah, it is Sunday today. I hope to have this up tonight yet. I should. It's before supper yet, so. And I can smell supper in the crock pot. Ooh. Now, some of this may appeal to you. Some of you will probably be going, ew. It's homemade pea soup. Split pea soup with ham in the crock pot. You just turn it on low. You let it cook all day. And I make mine with diced up carrots and potatoes in it. Oh, it's so good. I know I hated it when I was little, and my mom would make it. It's like, ugh. And I think it's mainly because of the color that looks so nasty. It is kind of a nasty green, isn't it? And I hate lentils. So I'm shocked that I like this. But I don't know, is it truly a lentil? Because like lima beans, kidney beans, what's the other ones? I like green beans, but that's not a lentil, is it? Let's see. One moment, please. That's Bella for you. In and out, in and out. I think she heard Bob in the kitchen and the microwave, so it's like, ooh, food, food. But we have quit feeding her food. I mean, it was our fault that we even started that with her. But she is gaining so much weight. Now, with these dual metallic, I have a tendency of scribbling first before, especially the orange. I don't know why the orange is so bad, but you'll get a lot of the gray, the metallic part of it, out first if it's you just, are going to start with it. And yeah, so I always scribble on a piece of scratch paper first. I've learned that the hard way. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be too shiny for you guys on camera. But I think this, when my gel pens quit, I just shake them. A flick of the wrist. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But typically that's what I do. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we'll do this probably whole part of the Easter egg in gel pen. Now whether I get that all done on camera, I doubt. But the background will be so easy to do. And then I'm going to pick out one of these pastel colors to do the background. And right now, don't know what color it'll be. Depends upon what the egg ends up looking like and what color kind of speaks to me. One of these colors up above is going to say something. It's going to speak to me. And that's the one I'll color the background with. Yeah, I know. Pretty sad. Now I'm hearing colors talking. Then you know I have problems. Okay. Maybe I'll do all of these in purple. Because again, I'm limited in colors. And I did bring the black in because it actually looks more red, a dark red, than black. Because the dual metallic in the black is red when you shine it one way or the other. But the red shines through a lot more. It's a dark red that shines through a lot more than black. So I may end up using it in here somewhere. Usually I turn my book every which way to make this easier to color, but when I'm on camera I don't like to do that. Make you guys sick. Although I doubt most of you are watching. I know when I listen to color in chats or the diamond painting in chats, I'm doing my own thing. I'm either coloring or I am diamond painting. Speaking of diamond painting, I've been working so hard on that project. I'm going to find out if I can show you guys this new type of diamond painting that's coming out. It's called diamond coloring. I think I mentioned it in the past. And it combines diamond painting and coloring. And I think that's why I was chosen as one of the 5 to test it out. One of the prototypes. And yeah, there are certain things of this that is not working too well. I'll be very happy to get it done, and that's why I've been working so hard on it this past week especially. I worked a lot on that diamond painting, but I really want to get going on this big Hannah Lynn book. It's because I have book on my mind. Diamond painting that I had started quite a while ago, and there was a Hannah Lynn diamond painting event for April. So I want to get working on that. It is called Off to the Ball, and it's about Cinderella, and it's just gorgeous. It's huge, but it's gorgeous. And I'll be doing a flip through of Hannah Lynn's new book she just put out, and it's her earlier works. And so many of those pictures in there are actually diamond paintings with Diamond Art Club, and I have quite a few of them. Like, oh, I have that one. Oh, I have that one. Let's see. See, the cap is off on this, and that's always a bad sign, because I cannot get them going. It's like they dry out really fast because these are so juicy, and because I have so many of these, I just kind of give up on them after I try for a while. Oh yeah, see, here's the cover. That was one of the problems that they had, is the covers. Not all of the covers stayed on real good. Okay, that one's good. All right. So, yeah, I think we'll do yellow inside. And down here. In here, even though that probably shouldn't be. We'll do them in the center of all of these. So we're going to have lots of shine in this picture. We're going to do all the center of the flowers in yellows. So this one too. These remind me of pansies, so we're going to do these in a pretty purple in the marker. We'll see how far we get on this picture today. As long as I have stuff to talk about. If I run out of stuff, I may get back out that Would You Rather book. It seemed like a lot of you liked that. And I am going to be getting together an Easter questionnaire. A lot of you really liked the Valentine's questionnaire that I got together. So I am going to be, getting one together for Easter. Let's see, let's put the gel pens over here. I'm going to get the pink out. Scribble that one. See, it seems like the orange is the worst. And what should we do pink? Maybe I could do marker for up here. No, I want everything gel pen except for the background. So let's do these pink. See, this shines for me too with the lights on. So hopefully I'm not leaving a bunch of white spots, because usually when I finish the picture and I'm in the living room where I normally color, and I have the light behind me just so that when I'm coloring with glitter gel pens, it doesn't shine in such a way as, like here, that I can't really see. So then when I go to finish one of these that I started on camera, I'm like, oh my gosh. If you guys seen it that way, see, there's some up here. So I got to turn the glare to make sure I didn't miss any. The hazards of coloring with glitter gel pens on camera. But in case you're watching, that's my excuse. Is I can't see. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the would you rather and the questionnaire. So yeah, I'm going to try to get together an Easter questionnaire. And so for next week or right on Easter Sunday, I haven't decided. Because Easter is 2 weeks from today, right? Yeah. Let me know in the comments below whether you think I should do it next week, the week before Easter, or right on Easter. I would like to know your opinions because it doesn't matter to me at all. Oh, the pea soup smells so good. It's making me hungry. So it worked out really well. I used to cook in the slow cooker or crock pot. Is there a difference between a slow cooker and a crock pot? Let me know that in the comments below too. To me, they kind of are the same thing, aren't they? I used to cook stuff in the slow cooker a lot. Now I haven't gotten it out for a while. But for split pea soup, oh, it works so perfect. But yeah, I would make quite a few dishes in the crock pot. See, there's a lot of white spots. Oh my goodness. I'll have to go back over this, which is such a pain. Seems like you're taking time away from finishing the picture by having to go back over what you already colored. Oh well. That's okay. So tonight I'm going to be working on editing, rendering, creating thumbnails, getting links, and uploading all these videos I recorded this weekend. So I know this past week it was kind of limited in videos. I apologize for that because I like getting at least one up for you guys every day. And I did not do that this past week. This week's going to make up for it. You'll get quite a few. Now with gel pen work, you like to work from left to right. So I should have technically done this one first. I don't have a lot of issue with these smearing though. So, okay, what else are we going to make pink? Should we make this almost looks like a carnation? Or should we, maybe we'll make that orange or blue. See, now the purple has blue highlights and the blue has purple highlights. So they look so similar. I wish they would have done the highlights a little bit different. Okay, I want to do those in purple marker. So I think I'm just going to focus in here. Let's do the hearts in pink because for Valentine's Day you see hearts in either red or pink, right? I suppose it would be smartest for me to work more on the marker side of things so I can color with the gel pens off camera and not leave so many white spots. Whoever said I was smart? Not I. time is it? Oh, that should be purple in there, shouldn't it? See, now from my angle, this looks more blue than purple. But if I look at it right there, boy, there's white spots in that. But if I look at it this way, it's very purple. And yeah, I got lots of white that I missed in there. Ay. Oi, oi. All right. I want to do some more yellow in here. Maybe I'll do these yellow, orange. We got to get some of the blue in here too. Blue. Well, this kind of looks like a sunflower. Maybe I'll do this yellow and orange. Yeah. Now, I know I'm going to end up with white spots in this one. But it won't be too hard for me to go back over. You know, especially when I'm coloring large areas. Okay, I am going to pause quick. I have to take a medication like half hour before I eat or so. So I'm anticipating maybe eating in half hour to 45 minutes. So just a minute. Yeah, all right, I am back. Bella had to come back in. So we'll see if she scratches at the door to go back out. I've paused this video a number of times already, so it's going to be a fun one to edit. Add all these clips together. So when I say I'm going to pause the video, it's actually stopping the video and it starts a new clip, if you will. So then I got to add them all together in the editor and make sure I have them in the right order. So if you ever get a video where it seems like, that doesn't go together, Lisa, that means I didn't get them in the right order. I do try to watch it back after I get it edited, but you never know. No, don't know if I ever did that, but I got them in the wrong order. I don't think anybody's ever said anything. Yeah, if I can show that diamond painting project, I'm going to ask the gal who asked me to do it if I can show it. I think I can because she's been working on it in diamond painting and chats on her channel. So it's not like nobody knows about it. So, yeah. The only problem, or the biggest, I should say, this canvas that she used was supposed to work for either round drills or square drills. And if you've diamond painted, you know that there are two different types. Now, here's the orange, and this is the one that starts out with a lot of gray. And of course, this one didn't. Sure, make a liar out of me. It usually does. Yeah, and square drills are a little bit smaller than round. So I was really curious how in the world this canvas could work for both square or round. So you use all your leftover drills or diamonds to do this diamond painting, so the diamond painting itself is rather inexpensive because it's not including any of the diamonds. You use your leftover ones. But when I started this, now I have more square leftovers than round because I've been diamond painting since 2013, so number of years, and that's when diamond painting first came to the United States, and really wasn't a big thing at all yet. Maybe we'll do orange and yellow up here too. And all that was out was square diamond paintings. So, and you could only get them on AliExpress at that time. There were no United States companies, no other companies like there's one now in Australia. There's a lot of different companies, both here and abroad. So yeah, I have a lot of spare squares. And yeah, this canvas does not work for squares. Again, because squares are smaller. Yeah, there's gaps in between the diamonds. So, and she agreed. She's going to have to offer 2 different canvases for each picture. But I'll kind of show you what that is all about. Like I said, I imagine I'll be able to show that on my channel. What shall we do? Like in here. What color do I have left? I have the blue left. Like I said, it's so similar to that. Let's use blue down in here. We'll see how it looks. Some of these caps are so hard to get off. I don't know what the new ones are like, but see, now like here, they look very different. They look purple and blue, but not necessarily once you get them colored. I'll try the blue here. At least when I'm coloring my designs, my patterns with the gel pens, they look very similar. I guess they look different enough, don't they? In this picture anyhow. So then we'll use the blue up here. A little bit of a bigger area since I haven't used the blue yet. While I was paused, Bella came in. Now she's scratching and go back out. Boy, she has been bad today. So she's whimpering at the door. I hate to pause one more time. Bella, can't you wait? She says no. And she was out potty, so I know it's not that. She had gotten water before she came in, so I know it's not that. So she must hear Bob out there doing something. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, that dog. It's being especially bad today. I think I mentioned last week in my color and chat how I reorganized my craft room down here in my diamond painting room. So, do you guys want a tour of my craft room here? And I think I asked in the past how detailed of a tour do you want? And I'm not sure if I got any answers back. I mean, I know a lot of people when they do their tours, they show everything that's in the drawers, all their different pencils, markers, and I can definitely do that. You know that video will be kind of long though, right? Yeah. So I was going to do that, but then I didn't know if you would want to see everything. So definitely let me know that down in the comments below. Yeah, that blue looks pretty. So we're going to do blue down here too. Still have a lot to do on my to-do list. I know I had mentioned that last week in my color and chat that I just been in a funk and haven't had any energy and just have been so tired. Well, I still been very, very tired, but there's so many things I want to get done, and you know, when they're just floating around in your head, that gets kind of overwhelming. And so I find that I'm very much a list person. So I wrote out a to-do list, and I'm on my 3rd page. Now, it's just a little bitty notebook, you know, one of those small ones. So, no, I don't have hundreds of things on my to-do list. But I keep adding to it. It's like, oh yeah, I should do this. Oh yeah, that's another thing. But I am getting things marked off it too. All right. Okay. Let's do orange, because we only have orange up there. Yeah. Don't have much orange in this picture. And it's really shining on camera, isn't it? Well, when at the end, before I sign off, I will show you the picture like this, so you can actually see it. See, look at all these white spots. Because as I'm coloring, I can't see it too well. But like I said, I'll go over all these areas. Yeah. The hazards of coloring with shiny stuff on camera. When you have lights on up above, it's a very dreary day here. As usual, we haven't had much sun at all. Lot of rain, snow. Within 1 week, I mean, who else's weather has been so crazy? You know, I always said, you know, it's Mother Nature's PMS time. We were almost 60 degrees, and then, what night was it? Our wind chill was below 0. It's like, oh, come on. Now we've had quite a bit of rain this past week, so most of our snow is gone. There's still a little bit there, but most of it is gone. But now we have snow coming this week. It's like, gosh, we cannot win. We cannot win. We had ice storms. Oh, that was bad last week. We had, I don't know how many weather alert days. We had like a 1/4 inch of ice one day. So all the schools were closed. What else haven't I used? Oh, we got to get some green out. Haven't used that one yet, which has blue in it. I should have used green earlier. And then we'll use it down here. I'm not a green person, but this green is like teal. I mean, it's so pretty. So we'll use that in here. Kind of contrast with the pink. Ooh, that's pretty. Then we'll go on to those purple flowers up there. My tummy's growling, so we may be quitting this color and chat. All right, so I think the egg is done. Now, what color am I going to do for the background? What color kind of pops out at me? It's a lot of the purples and pinks. I think it would be between the pastel pink, although that's not real pastel. Maybe the lavender or the blue. I'll have to see, because I'll do that off camera. I want a really light background. Maybe even the yellow. I'll have to see. So let's pick out a pretty purple. And that's going to be light violet P2. Love this purple. Has everybody else's weather been warming up finally? I know, listening to some of the diamond painters who live in Texas, oh, I'm so jealous. They keep complaining how hot it is. Ugh. Because they've been in the 80s, upper 80s, and humid. Please send some of that this way. We'll exchange. We'll send you some cold weather, you send us some hot. Seems fair to me. We both can end up in the 70s. Wouldn't it be nice if a person could do that? I think they, one of the gals in Texas, I think that one day she said they were even in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, that's not fair. We've been so cold. It's been a nasty spring. Up and down, but that's typical for Wisconsin in spring. Any of you that live in northern states, you know that. Oh, aren't those pretty? Oh, they do look like pansies. Oh, this road is so busy. I don't know if you heard that car. Now, if that loud truck came by, you definitely would hear that one. Oh, we sure wish a cop would hear him go. You know, we don't want to be one of those neighbors by, you know, telling the cops about it. But not only does he not have mufflers, he has 2 trucks. Not only does he not have mufflers on either one of them, but he just goes barreling down the street. Good heavens. And there are kids that live in this neighborhood. So that's another reason, you know, to get the cops involved. He's this young guy, and he used to drive semi. I haven't seen him with a semi anymore, so he must have a different job. But his job must have been, you know, driving at night or something, because a lot of times at midnight, he would start up that semi, and he would leave it run for over an hour. I suppose because it's diesel, especially in winter, you know, you got to leave it run for quite a bit before you take off. And, you know, I can understand that, you know, and I don't blame them for that. But, yeah, it's just so late at night. And then my bedroom is on that side. So I could hear it plain as day. Sometimes just as I was going to bed, he'd be starting up that semi. Naturally. Lately, I've been staying up till 1, and I don't know why. I used to always go to bed at midnight. And then, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was diamond painting. And I really wanted to get this section done. And so I think I was up late. And it's like ever since then, I've been staying up late till like 1. And I got to get back to getting in bed at midnight. Because that one night, oh my gosh, went to bed at 1. Could not fall asleep for the life of me. And I had Bella with me upstairs in the bedroom. Maybe we'll do these a pretty blue. You know, like a lot of times she'll sleep with me. PB2. And this dog decided to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I had 1 hour of sleep. Needless to say, I took a nap. Even with a nap, I think I only had like 4 or 5 hours of sleep that day. And, you know, then your day is just totally thrown off because your sleeping schedule is thrown off. Some nights I just have such a problem falling asleep. Does anybody else have that problem? I'm sure I'm not the only one with insomnia. A lot of the nights I don't have a problem. But every once in a while, and I don't know what it is, because I don't do anything different. But yeah, it's like your mind just races and races and races, and you just can't shut it off. You know, there should be an on-off button. And it's like mine's stuck on, and you can't turn it off. The button is stuck. All right. I think we'll do, oh, here's some more of these down here. We'll do these. And I think we will call it good. See if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. I did get my spare drill project done finally. I don't know if I mentioned that to you or not. So I did record a video that will be up this next week too, probably, showing how I store my rounds and my square drills and comparing it to the old way that I used to do it. This way is so much better, and yes, took me a long time to do. A lot because where I ordered the labels and stuff from, she's from the UK, so I would have to wait. And then, of course, you know, as I get into the project, it's like, oh shoot, I need these. So I'd have to order some more. Well, that happened a couple of times. This looks like a cornflower. We'll make it a cornflower. So yeah, that's what took a lot of time too. But yeah, that project is done. It's going to make de-kitting so much easier because yes, I save all my spare drills. And I have a number of kits up there right now waiting to be dekitted. Guess what? That's on my to-do list. Yes. Let's pick out an orange. That's right. I said I was going to call it quits, didn't I? Well, let's do an orange first. White. We'll do some of these. The more I do on camera, the less I have to do off camera, right? Do you like the longer color and chats or short ones? I know I myself love the long ones because as I'm working on my project, the longer the video, the less time I have to spend looking for another one to listen to as I am coloring or diamond painting, what have you. So I love the long ones. I just don't see as many color and chats anymore as I used to. Let's use that pretty purple and do this one. Maybe I'll switch off colors and then I'll stop, I promise. Because I think I've run out of things to say anyhow. So we'll get this done. And then, yeah, have quite a bit of this Easter picture done. So, yeah, let me definitely know if you want the Easter questionnaire next weekend or on Easter Sunday. That was one of the things. What was the other thing I wanted? Oh, whether you want a detailed craft room tour or just a so-so, you know, just a general type of tour. So please answer those. I think I'll use that pastel purple in here then. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks pretty. So I'm going to go back over the gel pen. Get that all straightened out. Yeah. Oh, we got to do something in these. I keep adding, right? I keep adding. Let's do this peach color in here. This ain't a peach. It's the same. Ugh. That's right. I have my pastel colors up here farther. Oh, Lisa. Let's use the pastel blue for over here. Wonder if some way I can make this darker with something. Let's look for a darker orange. Maybe, let's see, Wi-Fi. Let's try that. So then it'll at least be a little bit of a different color. Probably be more red than anything, but that's okay. There. That's a little bit better. All right. Well, hopefully you will have gotten a long enough color and chat. I, like I said, had to pause this so many times. I have no idea how long it is. So let's hold it up this way and maybe you can see it better. Still can't see the pretty pastel colors up here. It's getting so washed out. You'll see it at the end of the month videos and hopefully you'll be able to see it better because, yeah, these pastel colors, they look white, don't they? Woo! Well, you can see them a little bit. Those look, oh, there we go. Now all of a sudden it came into focus. Yeah, so that's pretty. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better when I hold it up this way. So yeah, I like how it's turning out. These look like pussy willows, so I'm going to color them in like that. Do a couple of leaves up here. So yeah, there isn't much left to do on here at all. Wow, we got a lot farther than what I thought. What's going to take the longest is just doing the background in the egg. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this color and chat. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble on and on, and then on some more. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. It really does help the analytics, which in turn helps out the channel. And subscribe if you are new to my channel. I hope everybody has had a fantastic weekend. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.